Welcome to another presentation of Under the Macroscope. Today, I want us to take a closer look at who really matters in America. There are millions of people in our country who really like to think that they matter to the so-called powers that be. These people are too dumb and stupid to realize that the selfish thugs who prey upon the ignorant do so only because they need blind support from the vulnerable who are too brain dead to think for themselves. Beyond that, no one else matters. Let that sink in. Just recently, the supposedly highest court in the land struck down a measure called affirmative action that was supposed to help the so-called less fortunate who had been grossly overlooked to be able to go to so-called major colleges and universities. There was immediate outrage on the part of many who didn't understand that America never really had what the earlier ruling was supposed to provide, a level playing field. What we had on paper, disguised as affirmative action, was nothing more than a hush puppy to appease complainers who were disturbed about missing opportunities that other people seemed to enjoy. This hush puppy was written with the understanding that it would one day go away so that the bigots who never wanted it in the first place could say, well, we tried, so now it's time to go back to reality. I'm still trying to figure out why so many people are so surprised. My position on the matter is this, and I don't care who disagrees with me. Don't sweat this boldly arrogant and stupid decision. Look at the idiots who made it. All it means is that we are again boldly and arrogantly going back to the affirmative action or affirmative auction that we had over 50 years ago, when all you had to be was a white male, and even better, a rich white male. That way, you could go to your school of choice, although the three blind mice could see that you were not qualified, just white and rich and male. That's all that mattered then, and that's all that matters now. Don't get it? Where you will always be caught up in a place where you just don't understand when it's right in front of you. Don't we get it yet? There will always be those of whom, many of whom are Black or look like they are Black, who will always strive to protect the great white way. That should not be a surprise when you think about how some slaves fought for the Confederacy because they wanted their, quote, masses to have the right to treat Black people worse than dogs. Don't fool yourself for 1 minute. We are dealing with bigots who have never had and never will have the guts to compete on a level playing field. Some of the dumbest people in American history have attended and, quote, graduated from some of the most, quote, prestigious colleges and universities in the world. Many of them occupy positions at every level of our government. That's how we got to where we are now. Just another Mackian observation. Thanks for listening. Follow me on YouTube at Mack Mcrae Under the Macroscope. Please subscribe and share, and if you wish, you can make a contribution of your choosing by using the QR code on the screen. You may also write to me at Mack Mcrae, P.O. Box 403, Pineville, North Carolina, 28134. See you next time. And remember, under the macroscope, we take a closer look.